Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to contribute to this important session on strengthening the role of women in addressing the climate crisis. The topic before us reflects both the urgency of our environmental responsibilities and the need to ensure that our responses are inclusive, equitable, and sustainable. As we gather today, the world faces a climate emergency that affects us all, but not equally. Women and girls, particularly in rural and vulnerable communities, are impacted. The United Nations estimate that they make up nearly 80% of those displaced by climate change and are 14 times more likely to die in climate-related disasters. Yet women remain underrepresented in climate decision-making, accounting for less than one-third of delegates in global negotiation, while less than 10% of climate finance is gender responsive. This gap weakens our response and limits the effectiveness of global climate solutions. These realities demand more than recognition. They require targeted, inclusive policy responses, and parliaments are central to that effort. As women parliamentarians, we are not only advocates, but decision makers. It is our responsibility to shape legislation that integrates gender into climate policy, ensure that budgets for adaptation and resilience address women's specific needs, and use our oversight role to guarantee inclusive and community-focused implementation. Your Excellencies, in the United Arab Emirates, empowering women in climate action is a national policy priority. Today, women hold more than 70% of leadership roles in the biodiversity sectors at the Ministry of Climate Change and Environment. Gender equality is embedded in our national climate strategies, including the UAE Net Zero 2050 initiative and our national adaptation planning. In the lead up to and during COP28, we launched the Climate Change and Gender Equality Initiative. In partnership with UN Women and the General Women's Union in institutionalize women's participation in climate policy at all levels of government. At the parliamentary level, a sustainability committee established in 2022 and chaired by a female member of parliament has led effort to green operations. These initiatives reflect our belief that parliaments must lead by example and that inclusive leadership drives effective climate action. In conclusion, the climate crisis requires equity, leadership, and sustained commitment. Women must be at the center of both policymaking and implementation if we are to build climate-resilient societies that leave no one behind. Thank you.